Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Surah Ma'idah. This is a Madani surah consisting of 120 verses. For the sake of understanding, we divided this surah into 6 sections. Verses 1 to 11, the surah begins with the commands to fulfill contracts and covenants. Do not violate the rights of Allah, do not hunt animals in the state of ihram, cooperate in doing good, and do not cooperate in bad. Allah forbade eating dead animals, blood, flesh of swine, and animals not slaughtered with the name of Allah. But exception is given for those who are in extreme hunger. Allah says that the religion of Islam is now complete. Muslims are commanded to observe the highest standard of justice even when dealing with the enemy. This is closer to righteousness. Allah gives the commandments of wudu and tayammum. Verses 12 to 32, Allah took a covenant from Bani Israel that they pray, give zakah, and obey the prophets He sends. Allah emphasizes how grave the sin of associating a son to Him is. Allah rejects the claims of Jews and Christians that they are His favorites because they refuse to follow their prophets. Allah mentioned the story of Musa a.s. Musa a.s. ordered Bani Israel to enter the blessed land, that is Palestine, but they refused to fight and showed extreme arrogance. Allah gives the story of the sons of Adam a.s. to highlight the evil act of jealousy and how it can lead to killing. Killing a person is like killing all of humanity. Verses 33 to 40, various punishments are prescribed for breaking the laws set by Allah, such as for those who wage war against Allah and His messenger and spread mischief in the land, and the one who steals. The wisdom behind these punishments is to keep the society safe. Allah encouraged Muslims to put effort to follow the path of Allah. Verses 41 to 86, some of the crimes of Bani Israel, such as lying, consuming interest, and ignoring the rulings of their books, are highlighted in these verses. Allah warns that the Muslims, if they abandon Allah's path, He will replace them with the people with the following characteristics. Allah will love them, they will love Allah, they will be soft to the believers and tough against the disbelievers, they will fight in the cause of Allah, and they will not fear people. Allah addresses the Jews and the Christians. If they had believed and followed the Torah and Injil, they would have received unlimited provisions in this world and Jannah in the hereafter. Allah then mentions the disbelief of the Christians when they said Allah has a son. Verses 87 to 108, Allah gives guidance to us about haram and halal and various laws. Most importantly, Allah commands us not to make haram what Allah made halal. He commands us to be always eat from the halal and pure. Allah outlines the penalty of breaking promises and commands us to guard our promises. Alcohol and gambling are prohibited. They are a scheme of shaitan which he uses to distract from the remembrance of Allah and salah. Hunting in the state of haram is not allowed except for water animals. Evil and good are not equal, even though evil might be widespread. Allah explains some rules about making a will during travel. Verses 109 to 120, Allah narrates stories related to Isa a.s. Isa a.s. showed many miracles to Bani Israel, but they accused him of being a magician. The disciples of Isa a.s. believed in him, but asked for a Ma'idah, which is table spread, to be sent from the sky as a miracle for them to eat from it. Allah will speak to Isa a.s. on the day of judgment. Isa a.s. will deny that he asked his people to worship him. He only told people to worship Allah alone. Anyone who believed and did good deeds will be rewarded on that day. In conclusion, this surah covered two main themes. First, the completion of religious, social, and political laws for the Muslims. And second, is an address to the people of the book, reminding them about their wrongdoings and inviting them to Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.